I don't understand. I don't know why my case just wants to do me dirty right now. I wonder where my other case is. Just gonna have to do. Babe, can you make sure you can hear me on the live? Okay, I think it's working. Today I'm about to, sorry if you guys can hear all that. I'm about to make dinner while on live. I do have to clean up, like put the dishes away in the dishwasher first before I start cooking because I don't want to be cooking in mess. So I'm gonna clean out the dishwasher first, clean the dishes out in the sink, and then I'm gonna make dinner. So I hope everybody is doing good tonight. Y'all let me know how the volume is. Like if I can hear me good. I'm testing out our microphones again. So I hope that you guys can hear me. If you can't hear me, please let me know. Um let me get the comments up first of all because I want to be able to talk to y'all while I'm cleaning and cooking. And if I can't see y'all, I can't talk to y'all. So let's see. Oh, thank you. These old braids. These braids is tired. Thank you though. I appreciate it. Hope everybody's doing good, having a blessed day. Make sure you guys like the video. That's always appreciated. Let me get a, I think Zed said she had seen it. Did you see it again, Zed? Maybe type in oh, you seen it already? The kids. You found it? Okay. Can you guys hear me good? Let me know if you guys can hear me. Hi, Lacey. I hope you're having a good night. Oh, shoot. This is it. Let me see. Somebody else's. Well, yeah, they probably gonna show it once it starts. Is it live right now? So I'm guessing you guys can hear me then. Lacey, you can hear me? I'm guessing. Hmm? Well, it's not started yet. So if they showing the beforehand, that's what you gonna see because it hasn't started yet. I think it starts at 7, but they probably don't. They probably don't start at 7. It's not Tank then. It's who was it? Davis versus who, baby? The kids, and my husband are trying to find the boxing match. Yeah, they're probably just showing like the highlights before the fight. Are you guys gonna watch the fights? I'm about to use this. I can cook with that. I'm sure you can stream it. I know you can, of course, buy it. Hmm? I think I'm going to either put the pork chops in the air fryer or in the oven. I was going to fry them, but I'm still going to smother them in gravy. So I feel like sometimes those pieces in the gravy are really good, but it's not really necessary to fry them considering you're going to marinate it in gravy. So I think I'm going to try it in the air fryer this time, see how that goes. Make my gravy, put the pork chops in the gravy, and I'm kind of doing it. I am doing it a completely different way than I ever have. I usually fry the pork chops and then make the gravy and put it in there, but I'm gonna put it in the air fryer and then marinate it in the gravy. I think that's gonna be good. It's gonna be a little like we probably haven't had pork chops in. I mean, it's been years, so we try to stay away from them. So I feel like the better option is to air fry them or put them in the oven. So I'm gonna try that, see how that works, and then I'm gonna make some green beans with it and either rice or mashed potatoes, and then have some biscuits with it, and that's dinner. So it's all gonna be pretty easy. I've done it many times before when we used to eat pork chops a lot. Like I said, that was so long ago. But I feel like once you make something, you never really forget how to make it. So I make gravy a lot actually. When I make biscuits and gravy, so I can make some good gravy. I just want to make sure the pork chops turn out good because you know you can overcook pork chops pretty quickly. So I'm gonna do that, and my husband might make some cookies, right, baby? Like not you signing him up for stuff. Have some cookies with it. Did you find it there? It's on the what? When you type it in and then here, yeah, click on one of those that say live. Yeah, because they're the main event, so it's gonna take them. You got to watch everybody before you can get to them. You know what I'm trying to say? So they're gonna fight last. So you got to watch all the other fighters, and then you get to see them. So if they fighting, you're on the right channel at least. Turn it up, so you can turn it up. Why it say 27, but you can't hear nothing? Oh, okay, yeah, there you go. They probably just got theirs low. Okay, turn it down a little bit. So yeah, it must have been that part of the video. Put it on like 20 or 15. As long as you can hear it over there. Y'all let me know if y'all one of those people. Do you have to clean up before you cook? I feel like you gotta have a clean space before you just start cooking. Like you can't be washing meat over some dirty dishes. Like you need to make sure your canvas is clean. And right now I have dishes in the sink and I can't do it. So I'm about to clean out the dishwasher first. Because I did not do the dishes earlier. And I'm gonna put these dishes up and then I can cook. It's just gonna take 15 minutes of my time to get it right. So I feel like I learned that from either my mom or my well, not learned it because it's common sense, but I feel like it was something that was told to me a lot when I was a kid. And so now I always make sure if I'm about to cook something, I want to make sure I'm not got dirty dishes all day. Alrighty, so this looks. Sometimes the dishwasher don't get everything, so I'll be having to look at it one by one. So 2 spoons out of all of that was not too bad. So yeah, let me put these dishes up, and then like I said, I'm going to start making dinner. It's 7 o'clock, so it's giving. It should have been started, but here we are. Don't be judging me. I would say it's probably gonna take about an hour. Well, honestly, it probably won't because I'm gonna use the air fryer. I'm gonna make the meat in the air fryer, so it might be quicker than I think because I can have the rice going. or the mashed potatoes. I can have it going while the meat is in the oven. Because I don't have to stand over and like cook them because they're in the air fryer. So dinner might be ready in like 30. Honestly, we just had, I would say probably like 2 hours ago, we had um some Chick-fil-A. We were out doing Instacart today, and we stopped and had some Chick-fil-A. So that's kind of one of the reasons why I stalled a little bit making, because we're not really that hungry. But if I make it now and we don't eat it, at least it's ready for tomorrow. Hello. If you cook something, I'm definitely gonna cook. So you might as well go ahead and subscribe now. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button, like the video, because that's what I'm doing in this live. I'm going to. I was saying earlier we don't eat pork chops. We haven't had them in years, but I wanted to make some smothered in gravy. So to not make it as bad, I'm gonna put them in the air fryer. I know it's still bad, but just soften a little bit. Am I sure I'm gonna cook? I don't know. Okay, let me put the dishes up. You said the air fryer is not good for you. Let me put this over here. Okay. I think it'd be better. Um, I think it'd be better than frying them in grease, you know. But everybody has their own preference on what they think is good and what's not. So yeah, I was gonna cook them in the oven, but I kind of want to see how it's gonna turn out in the air fryer. So that's what I'm doing. You can go to our channel and click on the Buy Me Coffee link if you want to make a donation. I am not home alone. No, I'm not. Very much not alone. What are you doing? I appreciate all the advice, but I have my mind made up on what I'm gonna do, and this is what we're doing. That's nice of you. I appreciate your dollar. You could have sent that dollar anywhere, so we appreciate it. And we got so these are the boneless ones. They're really small. Um, just a little. I'm about to wash them really good, real fast. Then I'm gonna show you guys what seasonings I'm gonna use. We didn't get like the really thick kind with the bones in it because, like I said, I'm gonna put them in the gravy. Although I have made it that way, but I just want to be able to chop it up really good for the kids without having to fight through the bone. I'm sensing we have a chef in the house. I'm making it how my family will eat it. You know, everybody likes things different. What? What? Go sit down. Get some oil. Hope everybody had a good day. You guys let me know where you guys are from. When you guys come in, let me know how your day is going or how your day was. I know it's coming to an end. Bless you. And let me put this in there too. Some complete. I like using this. It really has everything. I mean, it's called complete, but I still put because I don't like to put too much in it because this has a little bit of salt in it, and we usually don't cook with salt. So I still add this, but I add all the other ingredients by themselves. Um, as you can see, we use it, but we don't use that much of it. And we've had this for a long time. Alrighty, let me mix it up. And I usually don't put too much on it because the gravy is gonna have enough flavor in itself too. But of course you don't want your meat to not have flavor, so I just put just enough, not too much, on it. So this is how it's looking. I'm mad it felt like that. So that's how it's looking. I don't want to make them salty. Like I said, this it only says 90 milligrams, but I don't know. I don't want to try it because it comes out in chunks. Like you really don't know how much you're really getting. So I'm gonna leave it as it is. Then I'm about to get these in the air fryer. I always make sure I put my parchment paper, like the air fryer paper, down. This kind is made for this Ninja air fryer, and I always make sure I put that down, of course, because you don't want a big mess to clean up. But I be watching some food channels, and they just throw it in there. I do feel like it turns out good still, only because you don't have anything blocking from all sides getting done. But just for my preference, I don't want to be cleaning up a lot of mess, so this is the way I do it. And let me turn this on. I've tried regular chicken in the air fryer, salmon, all kind of stuff in the air fryer. I think I'm gonna put this on bake though. I'm gonna put them in the air fryer, but I'm gonna put them on bake just for the first, and then I might go back in and like see how they. I'm gonna definitely go back see how they're doing and see if I want to put it on air fryer, air or in the fry method, because I don't necessarily need them crispy considering that it's going in the gravy. So much start off with bake because I don't want them to get dry either. You know. Okay, let me clean this thing out before we go any further. We do not want pork chop juices just lingering around. I usually have. I don't have any down here. I'm just using some good old bleach. Can't go wrong with that. Bleach should sink real fast. What is that? This is it. Yeah, they gonna be showing it there. They want you to donate, but we don't have to donate. Uh-oh. So some bleach and some soap. I'm gonna put that in the dishwasher too, so it can get washed up all together, so I can clean out the sink. And like I said, I'm gonna make some green beans, some rice, and then we have some biscuits. And we're gonna eat with it. I kind of wanted some spinach, but I'm gonna check the pantry. I don't know if we have spinach. Spinach. I'm gonna see if we have some canned spinach. I know we don't have any fresh spinach. We do have salad mix, but I don't know. Some spinach sounds good, but I like green beans too. Just a green vegetable that does its job. Okay, so the pork chops are in the oven, or the air fryer, which is crazy to me because, like I said, if I fry them, I like fried pork chops. Like I said, every now and then we haven't had it for years, but when I did cook them, I would fry them, and I like it like that. But just trying to be a little better by putting in the air fryer. I've never had them in the air fryer, so we're gonna see how it tastes. And I'm in the pantry. I'm going to see what vegetables we have. So we just have green beans. We always have green beans. The kids love green beans. So we always try to make sure we keep those. Um, and then we have mashed potatoes or gravy. I said mashed potatoes or gravy. Mashed potatoes or rice. So do you like pork chops smothered in gravy with rice? Or you like it with mashed potatoes? Which one do you guys think I should do? Hi, Gracie. Mashed potatoes? The kids are saying mashed potatoes. What would you guys say? Would you prefer pork chops smothered in gravy with mashed potatoes or rice? Because we very much have both. Definitely doing the green beans. Let's see if we have a pot. I'm gonna say mashed potatoes too. I mean, so when you guys make pork chops smothered in gravy, do you use rice or do you use mashed potatoes? The kids and I are going for. I like them with rice. I've always had it with rice, but I think tonight I'm feeling the mashed potatoes. What y'all think? Let me know. The kids like my mashed potatoes. I usually make them garlic with garlic. They like it like that, so I'm gonna go ahead and get some green beans on. And these are just going to be some green beans from the can. The glory kind. This kind is always good. Our kids like this kind, so I'm not going to do too much. I'm gonna just make the kind I know they like. I don't even know if they've had like just any regular kind. We've always bought this kind because it's already um seasoned. You don't have to put anything extra in it. And it's the kind they like. So I don't know if we've ever bought any other brand for them. I'm pouring some of the juice out because I'm making 2 cans of these. So let's see. A lot. I would say green beans. Well, our son is allergic to peas, so we don't make peas. But I would say green beans is probably their. Well, they like to eat salad sometimes too. Our son loves salad. But as for a green vegetable that's easy, they don't like, we just go with the sky. So yeah, I think we're gonna do the mashed potatoes. I just feel like it's just gonna be better with the green beans. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all feel me? The kids in the back like yes, yes. So let me get my measuring cup. Broccoli. I think we do have broccoli. You want broccoli instead of the green beans? They're like Zayden loves broccoli. Um, but doesn't have he has broccoli a lot. Okay, let me see. I always have to get my measuring cup out for the mashed potatoes. Usually don't when I'm running, so I'll be having to refer right back to the back of the box for the measurements. Because the last thing I want is them to be running. So it says 1/3. Okay, 3/4. We'll do a bit of that out. Okay. I feel like I'm gonna bring y'all over here so y'all can see what I'm doing. Because it's like, man, what are you doing? What are you cooking? So let me bring y'all over here. Let me turn that down. Okay. I have to have my phone pulled up because I gotta be able to see what y'all saying. So yes, I have the mashed potato. That's just water. Let me not even like, ma'am, you have water boiling. So I'm gonna put some butter in, some. I do add a little bit of salt to the mashed potatoes, obviously. Some onion powder and some garlic powder. Let me get everything again because I did just put it up. 1/3 potatoes, 1 1/3. Sit back there. Excuse me. So onion powder, garlic powder, some salt. Turn Zayden's TV on, and you can turn your TV on. Okay. I'm put some butter in. I don't be measuring anything now. The salt, I'm really gonna sprinkle a little bit in there. I don't really measure anything. I feel like when you just be making stuff and you just used to making it, you don't be doing the measurements. Like it's gonna turn out good. It's gonna be just fine. So I'm just doing onion powder and garlic powder. The garlic and the mashed potatoes are just really good. And I just put onion powder and everything. So so I'm gonna wait for this to do its thing before I add the actual mashed potato pieces in it, the instant potatoes. I want this to get to a boil first. Let's see. And then let me see the biscuits. So we always have biscuits. I'm always just buying these because we usually have them for breakfast too. So some good old biscuit. And let me see. Um, I need an onion. I need my white onion because I'm going to make my gravy from scratch. So my onion, I need some flour. Y'all let me know if y'all make your gravy from scratch because I know they got onion or garlic gravy packets. Y'all be using them gravy packets? Do y'all be using them gravy packets? Be honest now. You be using them gravy packets. Ain't no shame. Hey, nobody's judging you. It sounds like I'm judging you, but I'm not. I might be side eyeing you a little bit, but no. I use. I don't think I ever use a gravy packet. Honestly, my mom always made gravy from scratch, so I don't know who. I'm sure her mom, my granny, probably taught her. So I've never made them from scratch before. I mean, I've never made it from the packet before. It's like you told that whole story just to say that no, I've never made it from the packet before. Now I do get the packet when I'm making what is it called? Pot roast. Just because to get that seasoning, that flavor right, like you need the packet. Or chili. Sometimes I use it for the chili also. If y'all seen that shorts where I was talking about the biscuit container opening up, this is what I was talking about. This exploded and it sent my drink flying. It exploded next to my drink I had from Five Guys, and the cup went flying. I thought something was wrong with the drink. I thought the drink had exploded until I got to opening all the bags of food, and I seen the biscuits laying in the bag. Like, why are the biscuits in the bag? It was a very dramatic story, but it was very much a true story. All right, let's see what these are doing. Okay, okay. They look good. They're about to go off. Let me let that do its thing. Because I want to stop it ahead of time since I've never made it in the air fryer before. And the water is already boiling. So let me see what these. Let me see what they're doing because they honestly look good. Like I said, I've never done it before, but from first glance, it's like, did it do something? Like they look baked. Um, Now the back, I don't know. I should flip them. I'm gonna flip them for a little bit. I don't like how the back is looking, but the front don't look too bad. You can see all the seasonings definitely giving like it's gonna give flavor. But I'm gonna flip them and then I'm gonna put them back in the air fryer because it's just get the back is looking real stepchild looking like it just looks like somebody forgot about them. So let me just flip it. Let me show y'all up close. Can y'all see? I don't like how the back is looking. I feel like it needs a little. It just needs to be flipped and then cook them a little longer on that side. But you can see all the juices in there. They're definitely not dry. That's one thing I can see for sure. Versus in the oven, I know you cannot have them. Like, I feel like I would have had a. I think I used to put water in the pan if I remember. Put a little water at the bottom when you baking them. We're gonna try this and see what it do. So I have it on bake on the air fryer, and I'm gonna put it on for like 5 minutes. We're gonna try 5 minutes. See what that do. So this water is ready though. So let me. I said dinner was gonna be ready in 30 minutes. Well, how long have I been online? Well, no, because I started the live off cleaning up, so that don't even count. I feel like that's why I like the air fryer because you can be doing more than one thing at a time. I don't have to be flipping pork chops and trying to stir the mashed potatoes or like waiting until I'm done with the pork chops to do the next thing. You know what I'm saying? I can just go ahead and just do it. This needs a little bit of milk in it. So I'm gonna add some milk to the mashed potatoes because yeah, they look stiff. I think honestly I'm gonna add some bacon bits to it. So I was making it with bacon bits. Maybe I shouldn't because we already having the pork chops. It's like I'm not gonna do it this time. Usually I add bacon bits, some cheese, and just have it like loaded mashed potatoes. Put some sour cream on top. But I think because we're having pork chops with it, I don't think I'm gonna do that. That sounds like a lot of sodium. That sounds real fat. So I'm not gonna do that. I don't know why I'm using the spoon still. I think I got this spoon to measure out the butter and I just stick with it. Okay, they still kind of thick. It's like, why is it not falling off? Why is it stuck? Y'all not gonna talk about me. Put a little more milk in there. Zayden, Zayden, did you turn this TV on? Okay, that's looking better. Let me see how these are doing. Yeah, those are coming along. Okay, I need to get my. Actually, I'm gonna leave this milk out because I'm gonna use this for the gravy. All right, let me get a skillet. I don't really need a big one because I got a lot of pork chops, but I feel like I need one that's a little, maybe a little deep. This might be too shallow. It's not probably deep enough. Let me use this one. I usually use our big one when I'm making, like I said, when I've made it previously with the, you know how like the big pork chop, the bone in it. These are not those, so I think I'm gonna do it this way. I'm trying to remember the best method I've used, but it's been so long. But I do know I'm going to saute the onions before I add everything to it. So I have my onion that I was using here. Let me get a small cutting board. This is an onion I was using for, I don't know what I cooked with it. Not important, I guess. um, I think when we made some chili dogs. Actually, that's what I used it for. So I'm gonna just use the rest of this onion. Get that part off the bottom. Today was a kind of a crazy day. I had a doctor's appointment I went to earlier. Um, and then I decided to do some Instacart orders. Nothing wrong with having some extra money. And then came home and said, okay, time to cook. I have a lot of laundry to do, honestly. That's gonna be me tomorrow doing laundry. before the week gets started. Because these weeks be flying by, these days be flying by, these months be flying by. Like we're already in March, so I'm gonna take my day tomorrow and just get the house cleaned up. That hasn't going off. I'm take my time tomorrow and get the house cleaned up and do laundry. Obviously get a word in. We usually do church from home. My husband will put a sermon on for us, and we'll just listen to the sermon and read the Bible together. Like we'll have our daughter read, my husband will read, and that's how we do. That's how we connect with God on Sundays. It's usually between two different pastors. We don't, maybe three. We kind of stick to the same ones. Y'all can let me know how you guys celebrate or not celebrate. How you guys spend your Sundays. Ooh, this pot is getting hot quick. This is one of those old school pots. This is my mother-in-law's pots where she would cook the best sausage and potatoes with some cheese on it. It was so good. This is one of those good old pots that will get your food cooked real even, real good. She would make some good food in these. I think I'm gonna use milk. Typically, I use water, but I think I'm gonna use milk this time. Settle that down real quick. uh, I gotta keep it real hot though because of the. I'm going. This is how you make it. So you get you a onion, you get that sautéed up, and then you use flour, and then you add in. You can use water, honestly. Um, I use water and a little bit of milk, and then you just add your seasoning. So let me get these sautéed up before I add in the flour because the flour, if you don't get it real good, it's gonna be chunky. So you want to make sure you got enough liquid to get it even throughout. But also for the pork chops, I like my gravy a little thicker, not chunky thick, but like just thicker. I don't want runny gravy. And my family doesn't like it like that either. So if you can think about like how the biscuits and gravy is, like how you would make it a little thicker, that's how I make mine. I do not want it to be like I'm pouring milk. I know it's like 80 degrees outside. It's hot in here. I know I'm by the oven, but let me check and see what the temperature is on, or what the thermostat is on. Is it hot in here? I'm dang near sweating. Okay, I think it's just me. Again, I don't measure. No measuring cups were used throughout this cooking video. Not a measuring cup in sight. I had to rinse out the measuring cup real fast. I forget what my mom said. So usually when I made this before, I would this probably wasn't the best skillet to use. I would fry the pork chops first, and then like the grease from that is how I would make my gravy. I'm trying to remember now if I need some type of oil in order for it to get right, because this don't look right, and it might be this pot too, the skillet. I mean, and then like the burntness from the pork chops would give it that color that I like, because this color is really light. I do know I need to add my seasonings though. Maybe that'll help with the color. We gonna see. I don't think that's gonna help with the color. I'm trying to remember what my mom said about the color, like how to. I want to say that's how you get your color is using the pork chop grease, because I don't know any other way it would make sense. You know what I mean? Like maybe I don't know. We're gonna see how it turned out. It's really light and really runny. So I just keep adding until. But honestly, I think that grease is what helps it. What helped it in the past. So okay, here we go. Because the color don't matter necessarily to me as long as it's tasteful and it's not runny. So I think we're getting somewhere. This is how it's looking, you guys. It's definitely too thick and lumpy, but as I keep stirring it, it's gonna get right. But this is the color that it is. I usually like it a little darker, but I think that's what that gravy packet is for. If you want it to be darker, but you're making it from home or making it from scratch. Um, Again, when I've made this in the past, I fried the pork chops. So all that, not I didn't use all the grease, but I saved some of the grease with some of the pieces. That like when you're frying, it falls off in the pan, and I would mix that in. Let me know if y'all know what I'm talking about. You're like you lost me, ma'am. It's okay. It's okay. So just add some seasonings to it. Like I said, add garlic powder and onion powder to everything. Yeah, I add it to everything, so it's gonna be okay. I'm getting ready to try it here in a minute, see what I need to add to it. I'm definitely seeing I need to add some milk for sure. I want it thick, but not too thick. All right, let me see how it tastes. Okay, it's good. I feel like I might need to add just a little bit of salt. I'm gonna add a little bit of salt, just a little bit. Yeah, just a little bit, and a little bit of the garlic powder. And I don't know, I'm gonna just put some paprika in there just to see what it does to the color. I ain't got nothing against, the white gravy. I just want it to be a little dark, but I don't think I'm gonna achieve that because I didn't make the pork chops. I don't know if anybody knows what I'm talking about and knows how to do that. Let me know in the comments. What do y'all? How do you make your gravy brown? because mine is not brown. But it's good. I just like it to be a little darker. But it's okay. I'm gonna put a little more milk in it because I just want it to be enough to go around all of the pork chops and just to add a little bit on top of the mashed potatoes also. Because I'm not making loaded mashed potatoes, they're just regular mashed potatoes. So I want to be able to have a little bit of gravy for the mashed potatoes also. All right, make sure that milk didn't mess it up. Okay, yeah, that's good. All right, now I'm gonna just put the pork chops in here. First of all, I need to cut the green beans off. Let me add the pork chops in there. They smell really good. Let me show you how they looking. Look at the juice. So I'm just put those in the gravy. And this pot is honestly the best size. The other one would have been way too big, and we don't need that. So this looks good, and I'm glad I used the paper at the bottom because there's a lot of juice in there. I would have had a mess to clean up. I have been craving this for a long time. My granny, she used to make this all the time, like all the time. I would have like two. She used to get like the big thick pork chops from Sam's Club, and I would probably eat like two of those just because, like, not even hungry, not even able to eat that much. Just honestly, it was so good, and I just wanted more. So that was me being big back even back then. Um, it was just so good. She used to make this all the time. She used to stick to the same type of meals, and now I wish I had those. So this is how it's looking. All the pork chops are literally underwater. They're under the gravy, and it looks really good. It looks really, really good. And I forgot about the biscuits. Why y'all ain't tell me I forgot about the biscuits? Biscuits a little brown. I never put the biscuits on the timer, and that's what I get. Now they don't look too bad, but if I don't get the heat on there, they're gonna definitely get a little hard. Y'all ain't no help. Whew, hot. Okay. Let me wrap these in the foil so it can keep the heat inside. Okay. So I'm gonna put a lid on the gravy. I mean on the pork chops and all of that. So it can just be on low heat doing its thing. While I clean up the kitchen, clean it back up. I don't let me see. Okay, let me put this up. I need to put a lid on that. Oh, here it is. Biscuits a little browner than I usually have them. But put some gravy on that too. It's like to make it bounce back, just add gravy to everything. It will be just fine. I would say that didn't take long at all. Not that I was in a rush, but it is 8:01, and I think I said it was like 7 when I started. So it did take an hour. Can we throw all this stuff away? Everything has a place in the pantry. So that's always good to come back and see exactly where it's supposed to go. My husband organized the pantry when we first moved in. So I like to keep it how he had it. All his hard work. All right, let me get these. Let me get. Okay, so this is what I was talking about. There's so many juices in the. This is the. You guys probably can't see it, but this is the paper I put in here. And if I had not put it in here, this is how much juice would have been just floating around in the air fryer. Just a mess in the making. So that's why I always use the little. I bought them. I think I got them from Amazon actually. Let me show y'all what I'm talking about. Because I be seeing so many people online and they don't use it. Or like you can even put foil in there. You can just use regular aluminum foil. But I got these and you just put them in the air fryer. They're called air fryer liner dispenser. What does that say? They got it so abbreviated. I'm guessing it says not dispenser, disposal. So yeah, I got them on Amazon, and they fit right in this air fryer. I think you got to make sure what version you have. But I know they have different shapes, so you guys get some of those. Stop posting videos of you using your air fryer with nothing in there. I mean, who am I to say something? If you want to clean up that mess, well, God, go ahead, do your thing. I don't want to clean up the air fryer mess. Although the Ninja, it is really good about like if something does splash outside of it, it's really good at like it really does come out easily if you get it right away. If you let it sit for some time, I don't think it's gonna be good, but you can definitely clean it up easy. Like this one, a little bit splash on the sides. And a good rinse with some hot water brings it back to life. This is probably the best investment that we got for the house. After we closed, I want to say this is probably one of the first purchases we made. Well, besides like home for the like things for outside for like the yard and stuff. But for the kitchen, this was one of the first things we bought. And it's good. And the kitchen is almost clean. Like I would say it's obviously easy to make. Put these in the refrigerator. And then we'll just let the gravy just kind of marinate over the pork chops, get all the flavors in there. Yeah, that looks really good. Y'all let me know what y'all having for dinner tonight. Okay, get it. The white or the black one. And you can take it to your room. Zayden, Daddy wants you. So yes, dinner is basically ready. I just want the pork chops to just be marinating in the gravy. Zayden, Zayden, Daddy said come here. I don't know if y'all can hear it or not, but I can hear it bubbling. It's gonna be so good. I'm not even really that hungry, honestly, so I might just eat a little bit. Um, okay, let me see. I'm going to come right back.